It's the only good muscle I've got.
God, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry, but I'm not allowed anything.
Come on.
Got some ferocious knickers. All went well. Currently having a black coffee. Oh, no, leave that bottle up and see it doesn't bother us. Really does. And then I try to stand up again. And nearly passed out again.
Potentially might have pushed myself a little bit too hard. What is good, team? Welcome back to the YouTube. So we are 2 days out. 2 days out from the hip replacement. It just seems wild to even be saying that out loud, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video, because as you can imagine, we've got a lot to sort out from the business side of things to make sure that the first few days of recovery, I can try my best to, I'll not, but I'm going to try my best to not stress whatsoever. And one of them things is making sure that 2 fellas across the waters in Australia are fully peaked for their shoot that they're going to be doing across there in the water. So have a quick look at these 2 fellas here. We have Mr. Carabine here. Look at that. He looks like he's about to step on stage. Looks absolutely insane. I'll pull his back up as well. Look at his back. That is wild. Wild for 4.5 months work. So you're getting a sneak peek here as well. You're going to see it on the gram. And then we have Mr. Jack Ryan as well. Look at the size of him. 6'5". Basically 80 kilos worth of just pure sauce. Looks absolutely insane. So yeah, got them 2 guys already. And I'm speaking about me having a stressful day. They've just navigated peak week. Now they're allowed to head off and have whatever they want tonight and celebrate the hard work that they've put in. Then we're going to be training with Josh, the new coach who's came on board Team Obsidian to help impact more people around the world, which again feels even wild to say out loud that I've got a team with multiple staff members now helping me do what, you know, we do best over here and get life-changing transformation. So we're going to go and hit a training session with him. It's got to be chest. It's got to be chest. The final workout before I go under the knife has to be a big, absolute milker chest session where we're going to get a juicy ass pump. So you'll see behind the scenes of that. You'll get to meet Josh on the YouTube as well. So really excited for that. And then we've got to order a few more bits for the house to make sure it's as easy to navigate as I possibly can while I recover from this hip replacement. So I feel like we just documented the shoot prep and that was tough. But I think that this is going to be a lot tougher. Not just physically, because I can tolerate that. Like, I've had pain since I was 8, but I think this is going to be a big, big mental test to try and run the business effectively, deliver a 5-star service, because that never ever slips, but also try and recover as well. You know, I'm always someone who puts the guys first before me. So trying to put me first for a short period is going to be a bit of a struggle, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it all. What way did you feel was like the biggest impact that it had on your physique? Your delts?
Delts and arms. My arms were even shitter than this, if you believe it or not, right? like even that is the small.
Yeah. Still good though, mate. Your chest is your right.
Your chest out.
I hope I don't rip that off. It's the only good muscle I've got.
Close the gap. Go. Slow now. Slow that.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Trying to show off. Like 1 crutch.
Yeah.
But you see, it's just with my build and my stature. I should be back to full capacity pretty quickly compared to like an older fella.
If you need any advice for a physio,
that would be ideal, to be honest.
Extremely well trained.
That would be ideal. But yeah, like my aim is, first week is just obviously like actually fully recover. Second week, I should be down to hopefully 1 crutch, right up until 4 weeks. And then he anticipates I should be like no assistance. But will be nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know, obviously after last surgery, he said I'd be driving after 3 weeks and off assistance, and I wasn't. Like, I couldn't drive for like 5 weeks after.
I would say whatever they say, add 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, and then you won't get your like walk.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, because I've hired a physio guy. Like, he's pretty similar to like what we do, but he does like specifically for physios, like for the hip as well.
Nice.
So he's hopefully going to get us back up to speed. He posted one of his results of he's like a stunt man. He was like kicking a bag and everything. I mean, I couldn't even do that right now. So I just want to be able to walk without pain, to be honest. That's the main thing.
It's coming. Chris. Come on, lock in now. Go. And 1. Haven't held yet. Come on, Chris. Yep. Come on then. It's you. rest, Zach. Don't give in. More. More.
Fuck yeah. Big drive. Yeah, yeah. All you, all you, all you, all you. Come on, 2 more with me. Lovely control. Send that. Big drive. And up. 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 Yeah.
Has your triceps got one more?
Yeah. Tricep dip coming. Let's go. And up. Big drive. Finish it, Josh. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it.
That was you, that.
And tricep pump. Size that like extra small.
This is a large, mate.
Fucking hell.
I got a medium, and it was too tight, and I was like, there's no way a medium should be too tight for me. I'm a medium man.
Yeah.
And then I got a large, so
Yeah.
triple XL for you.
Fucking hell. I've always wanted to get one of them. I don't think I could pull one of them off.
I never did, and I hated wearing it the first 4 times. And I looked in,
That's perseverance,
I
that
looked in the
like.
mirror more and more, and I was like, I like this. I like this. Because I was like, well, when I get lean, you'll see me abs through it, is what I thought.
Yeah.
But now I just like it because I can see me.
Yeah. Makes you look massive, like. might just be the fact that you are massive.
Now imagine the 1 rep max when you got a 3 place.
It's off that leg drive. See what I mean, mate? It's like, honestly, like, the little things now, it's fucking killing, to be honest, like.
It's because you're like, it's you, it's me, and I didn't spot.
Yeah.
To be fair,
It's like, do you know when I'm just, like, sat in the machine,
yeah. To be fair, mate,
and I'm like, and you know when you push, but you put your leg like that, you can see it, like, shaking. Like, that's, it's little things like that, man. It's fucking irritating.
make it as fantasy as good in 2 days.
Yeah. Well, it's just mad. Like, over the years, it's transitioned. That I used to love an incline press, and I had to just kind of come away from that.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, I'll just use that a machine press. And now it's getting to the point I can't even do a fucking machine press without it hurting. It's like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Now that's why this is why it's a good thing to happen now. So you said you might put it off, but
Yeah. It's crazy how much my hip hurts now. Like, I'm literally sitting using machines which are designed for you just to sit in them and actually use them to work the muscle that you want to work. And even something as simple as like just sitting on this machine and having to like use my leg to drive the weight up, it's killing. I just had to walk over there to the toilet to like just do some stupid ass stretches to try and make it feel a bit better. And for me, it's never really the pain what irritates us the most. It's mainly just the effect on my quality of life, like not even be able to get in a machine, walking around this gym limping like a bell end. What's just walking around the gym like no one's ever really looking at you. Like, I've been doing this for 15 years, but you can see, because people who don't know a bit about me, they look at, well, what's he limping about for? You know what I mean? And it gets to you eventually. But yeah, it sounds crazy, but doing this and having this little bit of pain now, I'm actually happy with it, because with the whole hip replacement, even to this day, 2 days out, I keep just thinking I'll just pull out, I'll just push it back, I'll just knock it back a little bit longer. But when I get these little instances of pain, which is a detriment to my quality of life, I'm like, yeah, I probably need it. I mean, I definitely need it, but for me, I need to know that I'm in so much pain that it warrants getting it, which, I mean, you'll know yourself as, like, I've needed this since I was probably like 23, 24, so I pushed it back long enough. But yeah, just kind of wait to get it now.
give it a few years, I'll teach
You reckon you can still do one now? What, a flip? What, a back flip? You can do one now?
I do it everywhere. Let's watch it.
On the shoe. Yeah, mate. There's like nothing on you, to be honest, mate.
So, I really
A bit of lose. You've got what are you in now?
72.
Probably to get you in at, mate, get you in at like 60, 67, 68. Where you want it to push down to? Where were you at your leanest?
67, so that was
67. That's when you were stage?
Yeah. I was on like...
Well, yeah. Yeah, mate,
Well-
to be honest, only a few more kilo off you and you look crazy.
It's not bad, is it?
The thing is, you don't hold much fat. I know we need to pull some off, but do you hold more yours around the around the bottom of your back? Yeah.
All my legs is on my hamstrings a lot of fat. So I'm going to come in with the trousers on.
Yeah. I mean, you look full as a house, like. Down to, you know, poor sleep, or you could have had this much salt, so you've held on to more water. You could be more stressed, elevated cortisol. So I went through that. but bringing it back full circle, no matter what, if you do what your coach tells you to do, and you are honest with your tracking, you don't lie about it, you will lose this fat no matter what. So, yes, the scales will fluctuate, but over a month time horizon, like they will go down if you're being honest.
It's like even when I'm doing it now with the diet, it's like I'm not a big guy. I don't have a lot of fat.
Yeah.
And the second I threw myself onto 2,100 calories, I've seen my weight drop. And it's like some of the guys who have worse body composition than me are on the same calories and they're not losing weight. And then it's like there's a truth behind that story.
Yeah, it always goes down to just being honest with the plan, or not fully understanding what to track. Because so many people will go like, would have got that. I mean, to be fair, there'll not be many in that, but they'll be like, what, 60 calories, or this is 130. But oh, it's just a coffee, and then they'll go home, and then it'll be a case of, oh, I'll have some food. While it's cooking, a few spoonfuls to taste it, there's 30 calories, 60 calories. Then once that's all cooked, I'll just put a little bit of sauce on there, it's just a bit of ketchup, there's 20 calories. But then the seasoning they'll use for it, so like a taco seasoning or feta, it's seasoning, but then all of a sudden that taco seasoning is like 100 calories. It's like, why am I not losing weight? Tell you one thing I'm loving that you're posting in the group, mate, that walking pad. Because so many of my guys, since I've saw Josh putting this in here, so I bought one. I'm like, so you just keep put that in every other day, man. Just getting the steps on the walking pad.
Because there's some people who are like, I said this on the call, some people are like, oh, I'm struggling to get like 6,000 steps. And I was like, mate, that's 60 minutes of walking.
From the minute you wake up till the minute you go to bed.
Like, you could easily hit 60 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand. And if people really struggle, it's like, get a walking pad and watch telly when you walk. It like literally makes that monotonous task less brain dead than it has to be.
It's just not making it a priority, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I work, 14 hours most days behind a laptop, and I can't take the laptop while I'm doing my steps. So it's just I have to plan when I'm going to get the steps in.
Well,
So team, 1 day out now. It's getting real. The emotions are very much up and down, and I've just had my pre-op appointment there, so had another couple of x-rays. I would love to be able to have them to throw on this video, but I highly doubt I'll get them in time. But just seeing from the last one, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll throw the last x-ray that I had up on the screen. It's got a little bit worse since then. I mean, you can see from the photo on the screen, it just really doesn't look like a ball and socket by any means. And every time I look at it, I'm just like, how on earth have I managed to have a hip like that since I was going to say 8-year-old, but that's when it obviously first happened. And then as it begun to heal itself, it just ended up looking like, I always say it looks like a little bit like a dog tube ball, do you know, like them little spikey ones. And so probably since like the age of like 14ish or something, when it's like kind of fully healed in that way, it's been like that for well over 15 years now, which is crazy. No wonder the hip's in so much pain. But yeah, even when I was speaking to the woman who was doing the x-ray, she was like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then even when I've showed other people other surgeons have looked at it, or physios and whatnot, like they've said, yeah, it's crazy that that's not been replaced sooner. But we live to tell the tale. It's trajected us to where I'm at in life, and I couldn't be happier. But I'm also couldn't be happier to be finally getting what was I mean, still is, to be fair, what was once the worst part of my life, just gone. It's going to be gone. I'm going to be getting a bionic here. It's still, even though like it's tomorrow, I feel like it's still not like truly hit us that I'm going in for major surgery. I've just been hammering the guys, getting behind the laptop, and just work, just trying to like take my mind off things. And then until I'm in a position like now where I've been in, got the x-ray, it's like, damn, this is getting real now. So yeah, I keep going through periods where, do you know what I was describing to Harriet is, do you know when you have them dreams and you feel like you're going to fall and you wake up and you crap yourself? I keep going through that throughout the day, up and down. Like I keep going through periods where I'm like, oh God, oh, it's happening. And there's always in the back of your mind, it's like, what happens if we do the surgery, then they crack the femur, then something goes wrong, or you get infected, or I don't know, but definitely need it done. After yesterday, we tried to do a little bit of work in Costa, and I couldn't even sit still. I had to come back home and lie on my bed because I couldn't sit up working. But yeah, just feeling it right now. It's just crazy to think just before the age of 30, I'm finally getting my Perthes disease hip replaced, and I'm going to be able to live a normal life.
God, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm not allowed anything. Today's the day. Hip replacement day. Oh my god. As if it's time. I still don't really feel like it's happening yet until I get there. Obviously went yesterday for the pre-op. It did start to feel real, but then by the time I got home and I chilled out, it just felt like it's another day. And then couldn't sleep because I was nervous, worried, excited. What as if in T-minus two and a half hours, man. Ugh, I'm going to be under the knife. Well, I'm going to get to the hospital. And then probably under the knife not long after. And then apparently it's a day case, so I might be out on the same day. What'll be interesting. And then I'll be back in this bed, what'll be in my office for the next few months. Here we go. Is it cold water in it?
Yeah.
I was going to say it looks absolutely piping this bad boy.
Still be hot.
So, team just found out I was reading this document here, and I was allowed to have a black coffee before 6:30. You know, typically, I'm not really a hungry boy in the morning. That's a lie, I am. But because I'm not allowed food, I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving. I've got to be fasted. I'm allowed a black coffee up until 6:30, and then I'm only allowed water from 6:30 till pretty much the surgery. Only a little bit of water as well. But you just can't be a black coffee. Not in the morning. Yeah, I couldn't stay away from the laptop even on the day of surgery. Just got some bits that I don't need to do, but I just want to do. I just love it. I just like making sure that the guys are alright, even though it's probably the time when I should be making sure I'm alright. I don't know. It's just my go-to mechanism for trying to distract myself. But I typed out a post last night, man. It's just pretty crazy to think that I've had this hip for over 2 decades, over 20 years. I've had this Perthes disease hip. And I said it in the caption in the post that I wrote, but I would just love to be able to go back in time and just speak to my younger self and just say, you know, it's all going to be okay. All them nights where you were awake at night wondering why me, getting called peg leg because you had a disability that people didn't even see, which is rightly so. When you're young you don't really notice that, but because I didn't have a caster or anything, I used to get called faker, peg leg, all sorts of stuff. That it's going to be okay. And what was once the worst part of your life, where you were depressed, anxious, and just damn right didn't want to be here, ends up being the catalyst for your career and what you do for the rest of your life, man, which is crazy. I would just love to be able to go back in time and have a conversation with that little 8-year-old lad that got diagnosed with it, and tell him 20 odd years later you're going to get a brand new hip and you're going to be just like Iron Man, your favourite superhero. Pretty crazy. I'm shitting it. I'm really shitting. I'm just trying to put a brave face on for like my family, but I'm shitting it. Well and truly shitting it. Do you know what's strange? It's the last time that I'm ever going to need to put a pair of shoes on with one of these in.
I mean,
Well,
during recovery, I think you'll need that shoe on.
yeah. Oh no, I'll need this, but I'm on about the insole. It's going to be weird. I might collect them all, put them all in a little pile and do like a little ceremonial, what Joe said, a little burn, and just send them off. Crazy. I've worn one of these since I was 8-year-old, and now I'm just not going to need one. I'm actually going to be able to buy shoes that I've wanted. The amount of times I've went into like the JD or wherever to buy a pair of shoes, put them on, and it's just uncomfortable with my limp, or I can't get my insole in.
Yeah, pretty wild. Little things like that, like it's going to change my life, man. Wild.
I just buy some that match your socks.
Shimon! Yeah. So just thought I'd get some final miles, or final steps, should I say, because I probably couldn't walk a mile in the hip. Just to remember what it feels like to walk with a limp and in the pain before the hip is no more. Ah, as if. I feel I'm going to repeat myself so much throughout this vlog, but it just feels crazy that the day is finally here. I know it's always been coming, but now it's here. It still hasn't hit us yet. It still hasn't hit us yet at all. But I'm excited to get it. Very, very excited. Just the little things like this. Or I was talking to one of my friends last night, and just the little things which are going to feel massive to me, which are obviously not much to other people. And it's, you know, now looking at me, obviously I'm relatively, well, at least I think I'm relatively well built. You know, walking around the gym because I've got a limp. The amount of people that come up to us and saying, "Oh, what's wrong with your leg? What's wrong with your leg? Are you alright? What's wrong with your leg?" And it's just because it's such a hidden thing, a hidden disability. Obviously people just aren't aware, and they wonder why someone is in decent nick and he's constantly hobbling around without crutches. Little things like that you don't realise that do affect you, and now not going to affect us anymore because I'm not going to have a limp. Just little things like that I'm looking forward to, not having a limp, not needing to wear insoles, the big ones not have pain. I'm just excited, man. I've done a good job of holding it together, but this feels crazy. That's finally happening. Hopefully no more pain, no more worrying, no more stress. Being able to go on a walk without pain, just live a normal life, man. I didn't realise how bad it affected us until the last few months. And I just always bury my head in the sand with work and the business, just think, oh, I'll just get on with it, I'll get on with it. But like, just being able to go to bed on a night time without having to toss and turn every single night and be loaded up on codeine. Crazy. I can't wait now. I'm just excited to get over and done with, and just hope it all goes well. I'll see you on the other side, eh? So team, T minus 30 minutes. We are sat in the hospital car park. It's getting real now. Sat here with my number one. I just want to say a very special thank you to this one here for putting up with me and my hip. You're an absolute star. Love you. It's getting real now. Got the gown on. I'm not going to show you what's underneath here. Got some ferocious knickers. But it's happening. The surgeon's going to come see us very shortly. The anaesthesiologist, if that's how you see it's going to come see you shortly. Ooh, it's getting real. Very, very real. Exciting times. Time's ticking. Waiting for it now. I'm sat in my gown, ready to rock. I'm first, so I think I'm going to be heading into the operating table in about half an hour. Maybe it's a bit quicker. Just waiting for, like I said in the last clip, the surgeon coming, anaesthesiologist coming, a few other people coming, full shebang. Just getting the works. They're going to draw me leg to make sure that they actually replace the right one. Apparently something was happened years ago where they didn't draw on it and they replaced the wrong leg. Imagine that. Imagine they replace the good leg and then I have to go back and do the right leg. That'd be pretty crazy. Touch wood, that doesn't happen. But now I'm in here, now I'm in the zone. Now I'm on the table, the bed. I'm so excited to start a new chapter of my life, pain-free. I cannot wait. I'm actually fired up. And apparently, I'm going to be out today. Like, it's currently nearly 8 o'clock. And apparently, quarter
quarter to 8, and I'm
Done by half
should be
12.
done by like 12:30, and we are go. Madness. And given everything goes all right, but I'm assuming it will. And then that's it, on the road to recovery. I'm going to binge watch a lot of Netflix tonight, probably have some ice cream, and celebrate the new hip. Iron Man. Exciting times. What is good, team? So, all went well. Currently having a black coffee and some bourbons. So, in and out. Hopefully, I'll be going home today. Left leg, the numbness is starting to wear off. Right leg, the operated leg, is still very, very numb. But I've heard that the surgery went well. No concerns from the surgeon. Everything is going as smoothly as it can. I've now got my own. I was in a ward, but now I've got my own little private room. I feel like I'm getting that VIP treatment. Also got ginger snaps as well, but these are just, no one likes ginger snaps. But yeah, nice to have a black coffee and chill. And your boy's now got a bionic hip. And I was speaking to the surgeon just before I got my spinal line injection, and he said that he should be able to fix my leg length there or thereabouts, and the clicking, what I was worried about, should be stopping. I didn't have a general anaesthetic, which is where you get pumped out. I was just heavily sedated. And I vividly remember waking up and speaking, I think I woke up and I was like, oh guys, thank you so much for this. I'll give you a testimonial. I'm happy to be part of research. I was like constantly like, that's all I really remember, to be honest. But happy to have it done now. See what the physio sees when I eventually get sensation back on my legs, and I'll catch you in the next one. And just like that, we're out the operating table. The only surgery was only 90 minutes, which is wild. I can feel my left leg. I can't feel my right leg, which is a bit of a weird sensation because like I'm thinking, and nothing's moving. So hopefully that starts to work soon. But the surgery was a complete success. Yeah, I was sedated, but I was a little bit awake, so I could hear them banging from time to time, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, the leg length seems to be fixed. Yet to see if the hip works, but I'm sure we'll find out in the next clip. But yeah, life changing. I'm just excited to recover now, get back to my best, and just get back to it. So your boy's just had some morphine because the pain, the pain right now is, she has it on a scale of 1 to 10. I said 6 or 7, so I didn't seem like a little bitch, but yeah, it's definitely like an 8 or 9. It's so sore, and it's because like my legs are both the same length now. Well, it looks like they are anyways, I could be wrong. But because they're the same length, all the tissues around the old hip are now massively stretched. And I can feel it. The front of my leg is so sore. Like, it feels the same as what it did when I used to be able to walk with my perfused hip, and I'd have to keep stopping and starting because it was so sore. It's like that, but constantly now. So, yeah, pretty rough. Physios came to see us like 3 times, but I've still got a numb leg. I can move it a little bit. If you want to go, I can move it a little bit, but I can't move it like my left leg. So until I can move it, I can't go for an X-ray because I need X-rays to see if the things went in as good as it should do. And hopefully after that, I can head home. Like I was saying before, I'm just excited to be able to go on like just a bike ride. I used to love riding a bike, and now I should be able to, for the first time since I was like 18, 19. I've not done any leg exercises or just to be able to, I know I'm joking about a lot, but if we want to go to the shops, I can just walk around the shops and that's something. I'll worry about looking at myself in the mirror and seeing my length. All the things that bottle up and see it doesn't bother us. Really does. I'll be able to wear shorts with confidence because I don't like wearing them because I don't like my skinny leg. It's all just going to be fixed. hopefully. Oh, I'm just excited. Just thought I'd tell everyone. Oh, God. Anyone that's got what I've got will realise what I'm going through, or any hidden disability where you just look normal and people don't realise how bad it actually is until you go through it. And my personality is always just get on with it, grow up, don't be a bitch, just get your stuff done. But over the last few months I've really started to realise the impact that it's had on just to live my life. And I'm so excited that day by day over the next few days I'm going to get that life back, which I've never had since I was 8. So team, here is the meal. We've got some meatball pasta, we've got a little bit of pineapple, some orange juice, and my God, we're in for a long day. I think I'm going to be in overnight. I just tried to stand up before, blacked out. Well, very, very closely blacked out, but I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see this in front of us if it was this close. I lost my hearing. I was pretty scared. So I put us back down. So I'm still not up on my crutches. And there's another fella who's in his 60s. He's up and about on crutches. And I'm sat here, a bit frustrated. So I am really, I'm just a bit frustrated and fed up because I've watched that many videos on this the past month. Everyone's like up and about and saying it's like pain free, setting your leg, and mine is killing, absolutely killing. So I'm pretty sure that all these people Tom Fibs. Yes team, what is good? So, well, it's not good for me. Unfortunately, I'm thinking it's almost dead set I'm going to be staying in overnight, just because I kind of get up and out. The fella next door's, he's away, he's gone, he's going to be going home. And I'm just looking at him and I'm like, no disrespect to people, but he's double my age nearly, and he's away. But the physio was saying, and the surgeon came in to view us and speak to us, and it's always nice speaking to the surgeon because he can give you that complete reassurance. He made us do a few different tests on my leg and he said he was happy with it, and he said the surgery went exactly how he expected, the leg length is fixed, and he was just really happy. And obviously it's nice to hear that. But the pain, he said, the pain will more than likely last for quite some time, because what's essentially happened, I don't know if I said this in the last clip, but my tissues and my tendons are so stretched. I've added about 2 centimeters. So because I've added that 2 centimeters, as you can imagine, like if you try and do like a stretch on your tricep, or even if you just try and do that with your forearm, and how tight that is, imagine how tight my leg was anyways, and then I've added an extra 2 centimeters on top of this. So it's really, really tight. Every time I do some form of exercise, so like my knee slides, trying to get up, it's really sore afterwards. So I'm back on the paracetamol, another dose of morphine, which the pain doesn't necessarily bother us. I mean, to be fair, it does, and that's a lie, it hurts. But what bothers me the most is just, I was excited to get on my Zimmer frame, I was excited to start walking and documenting it, and I thought it was going to be, and that's another thing I've overheard. I'm jumping on. The fella who was walking said, doesn't even feel like his hand on, doesn't even hurt. And I'm sat here, you bitch, in so much pain. Well, hey ho, it is what it is.
Have a deal. What is good, team? Day 2 post hip replacement, and one thing I don't think I've actually spoke about is the actual operation itself. Because yeah, you're getting a new hip, but just the whole process was pretty wild. Because I checked in, it's 7:30. I was literally under the knife by 9 o'clock, and I was out by 11 o'clock, which is crazy that they do such a major operation in a short period of time. But the craziest thing about it was I was awake. So obviously I was sedated, so I got something called epidural, where they stab the bottom of your spine. Sounds rough, and they make all of your legs go numb. Obviously, so I don't twitch or anything when they're trying to cut us open. But rather than putting us to sleep with a general anaesthetic, they just want to lightly sedate you because it makes it easier for the surgeon. So I was awake through it. But if any of you have ever, in fact, stop this video, go and watch a hip replacement video if you're not squeamish, and see what they do, because it's pretty wild. Like, the basically, you've got your ball and socket, they cut you open, and they get this hacksaw thing, zzz, they pull the femoral head out, then they get this massive drill, it's about this long, it's called a reamer, they shove that into your hip socket, you grind that down to get rid of all, like, the arthritis and the basically bony formation that's formed over the years of just being a misshaped hip. Then the hammer, they put this cup in here, like a titanium cup, but then they get a hammer and they just whack, literally hammer it in. And I could hear them doing this during it. Obviously, I was still seated, so I was like, oh, what's that? And it felt like someone was like knocking on the door downstairs. I felt like I wanted to hear an answer the door, which is just crazy. But then the worst part should be is you've got like your femur, so your big bone in your leg. They drill right in, right, and then they get a big stem, which is probably, say this is your femur, probably is about to here, and then whack that bad boy in as well. So it's pretty crazy. They're just bodybuilders, like not obviously bodybuilders and like Ronnie Coleman, but they just build bodies. Pretty crazy. And then I was out, up and recovered, and then after the surgery, I wasn't making the recovery that I wanted, to be quite honest. I was a bit frustrated. Like, me being a young lad, I was expecting to be just up and about on the sticks, in pain, obviously. But they usually do things as day case, and I was supposed to be a day case, but I just didn't recover in time. My blood pressure was rock bottom for the first ever time in my entire life. So it was a bit scary. Stood up, try to just get up on the sticks. But then I passed out. The whole room just went black. I couldn't hear what people were saying. I was panicking, and that's very unlike me. So then they sat us down, and then they tried 3 more times after that to get us back on my feet. My blood pressure just kept thumping down again. I don't know whether it was just because of the surgery, but I had my pre-op the day beforehand and took 5 vials of blood out my arm, so I lost a lot of blood through that, and I lost a lot of blood through the surgery. And then a combination of probably being a little bit dehydrated, a little bit low on food, and probably just the fact I had the operation, just accumulation of factors. But anyways, now 2 days post surgery, I've been doing my exercises, but really stiff. But one thing that I'm really excited for is this. So my leg length's fixed. Like, look at that. They're both in line for the first time since I was 8-year-old. The first time since I was 8-year-old, my 2 legs are the same length, which is mad, to be quite honest. Like, no more am I going to be like walking in the street or the gym, probably more so than anything else, and someone's going to come up to us and go, oh, what's wrong with your leg? What's wrong? I get that all the time in the gym, is, oh, what's wrong with your leg? What's happened? Because I'm I think I'm relatively well built. And I'm always walking with a limp, and now I'm going to be able to buy the shoes I want because I don't need an insole. Crazy. I'm just excited to be able to get really stuck into the rehab, but the rehab I'm finding really difficult at the minute. I've only got to do a few things on the bed. So I'll use my good leg for example. I've just got to practice sliding my leg like so, sliding it out to the side, doing some hip thrusts, and now I've just got to stand up. You'll probably see these in other clips, but I've got to stand up and essentially lift my leg up and down, out to the side, do some kickbacks. But what they were seeing, the surgeon, because I was a typical hip replacement, but because of how severe my hip was, it was sort of crumbled and out to the side, so I had such a big leg length discrepancy. And because they've managed to fix that, my tissues were already tight in my hips, my glutes, and my basically tendons all around the area, and they've now been stretched by an extra 2 centimeters. So if you imagine you're trying to stretch, see for example your tricep, and you're trying to really touch back and your triceps fully stretched, and it was really painful, and then you try and push it an extra 2 centimeters. That's essentially how my hip feels at the minute. So even doing something as simple as this, you can see it shaking. It's so tight, and the hip feels great. I can't feel anything in the hip. Just right now, it's the tendons and the tissues and the muscles all around the hip which is causing the most pain. So hopefully that does tend to settle down, because at the minute I can't really do any stretches. But that's the biggest issue I think I'm going to face over the next few weeks, is just really trying to focus on getting the rehab and getting the exercise in, but not running the risk of potentially tearing any of them tissues, because they are like really, really, especially the hip flexor. With it being such a delicate muscle, the last thing I want to do is just try and push myself too hard too quickly, because I'm eager for my recovery and end up tearing it. But that's one thing I'm going to be talking to my physio, and I'm going to be reaching out to a specialist hip physio. So obviously I've got a physio who's been provided to us, but and this is what I advise everyone to do whenever you're unknown about something or you want to get a result as quick as you can, is just reach out to someone who's been there, done it with hundreds of other people before, and you'll get that result so much quicker. So reaching out to someone called the hip physio literally specializes in this with people all over the world. So I'll have a consultation with him and I'll bring you along for that. That'll be exciting. And yeah, I'll be doing the exercises probably in the next clip, and you can see how fun they are. Right team, going to attempt the stairs, day 2 post replacement. I'm going to go down, then up on the steepest staircase known to man. It's not too bad. The hip, I don't feel any pain at all in the hip. It does feel, as they all say, like you've got a brand new lease of life. It's just the tightness in the leg is absolutely insane. Is Archie away?
Yeah.
I might attempt one crutch as well. I'm going to try one crutch walking.
He's in the gardens.
Day 2, one crutch already. Look at that.
Find another rope then.
Not too bad at all. It's getting tight like. Haven't quite sussed the turning yet. But not bad, eh? Feels crazy to stand like this without an insole in. Like my knees are in line. Oh, it's tight.
Yeah.
It's just, obviously I'm a bit, because I'm so tight, but crazy.
But you're bending your knee a bit, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. The lift.
Yeah, I think just that lift in motion has my quad. Like even just doing that is so tight. It literally feels, the only way I can describe it is, you know, when you do like a leg extension at the gym and you were to go to failure within the leg extension, like your final reps, your legs are burning. It just feels like that all the time. So I feel like I'm trying to push through a final set of a leg extension. It's just so tight. Oh, a bit shaky.
Do you want this?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, it's literally, I can feel I can do it with the hip. It's just so tight. You can see it's shaking. Right, we'll go back up the stairs anyways. Right, what did he say to do here again? I think it was, yeah. It's good you haven't got big feet. These stairs are narrow as anything. Got size 8 feet and hanging off.
Old house.
It's getting a bit tight now. Oh, swap. Yeah. Oh. I don't know if you filmed the execution of me getting into the bed yet, but I'll give you a little show of how we get on the bed. Because this little leg lift thing is insane. So you get this, scoop your foot, pressure on it. You just spin on the bed like that. Oh. Just like that on the bed. What was good, team? I potentially might have pushed myself a little bit too hard earlier on in the last clip where I decided to go rogue and try one crutch. I was advised that 2 crutches for about 1 to 2 weeks, then go down to 1, then go down to none. But you know me, I went hell to leather and I'm a bit sore, so I'm going to put this ice pack on here, which just reduces inflammation and, to be fair, alleviates a little bit of the pain. But my God, just doing that. Oh. It's weird because it's not the hip, it's just the tightness. I mean, it probably will be a little bit of the hip, but just the hip flexor and the glute, the incision. I've not showed you the incision. I would show you. I'll probably show you another clip. It's about that long. It's just sore. I can't get comfy, and I'm not a back sleeper at all. I feel like I've been on my back my whole life. Like, I like to sleep on my side, and I'm not allowed to until like the 6 to 8 week mark. So I'm just having to sit like this, work like this. I was advised to take 6 weeks off work. No, I've been straight to it today, posting a result that I'll throw up on the screen. James Carbine looks absolutely insane, that Australian stallion. And if you haven't already, read the full shebang about him. He's going to be on Instagram as of this video going live, because I'm dropping him today. But yeah, I'm just happy the guys are smashing it while I'm overdoing it, should we say. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a breeze, the recovery, but after the blood pressure dropping and just how sore, painful the hip is, it might be a little bit longer than I expected. But I'll catch you in the next video.